The rise of Islam's third caliphate began under the leadership of Hazrat Umar, who had previously conquered the Roman and Persian empires. The rulers of these empires believed the time had come to crush the Muslims and reclaim the territories that Hazrat Umar had taken from them. They thought the Muslim Caliphate, established through Hazrat Umar's strength, would not be defended by the new Caliph, Uthman, as effectively. Consequently, the Roman emperor devised a plan to seize Egypt, one of the most significant Muslim territories, and sent his general, Manuel, with 300 warships to conquer it. Egypt was the wealthiest region in the world, having supplied gold and wheat to the Roman capital for the past 600 years. However, after Hazrat Umar's conquest of Egypt, its wealth began flowing to the Muslim capital, Medina, which was a significant economic blow to the Roman Empire. Thus, the Roman emperor assembled a massive fleet of 300 warships to attack Egypt. The Muslim advance toward Egypt was rapid, and defeating this force seemed nearly impossible. Therefore, the Muslims, led by their general Amr ibn al-As and the Sahaba, turned to conquer Egypt. However, there was a significant challenge. Amr ibn al-As had been removed from his position as Egypt's governor by Hazrat Umar just a few years earlier during his caliphate, after Egypt's initial conquest, which we have fully explained. After conquering Egypt, Caliph Umar appointed Amr ibn al-As as its governor. However, from the outset, Umar had a major grievance with Amr. Despite Egypt being the richest region in the world, Amr was sending far less tax revenue to Medina than Hazrat Umar expected, which displeased him. Even so, Umar did not remove Amr from his position until the end of his caliphate. When Hazrat Uthman's caliphate began, his personality was entirely different from Hazrat Umar's. As a highly successful businessman from childhood, Uthman's focus was on stabilizing the caliphate's economy through trade rather than wars. Thus, upon becoming caliph, he summoned Amr ibn al-As, the governor of Egypt, and asked why he was sending such a small amount of tax to Medina from a wealthy region like Egypt.
O Amir al-Mu'minin, camels produce as much milk as they can. In other words, Egypt's people send as much tax to Medina as they are capable of.
Hearing this, Caliph Uthman ordered Amr ibn al-As to leave Egypt, as he was no longer its governor. In his place, Uthman appointed Abdullah ibn Sa'ad ibn Abi Sar, a cousin and foster brother of Hazrat Uthman from the Banu Umayyah, as Egypt's new governor. Upon assuming governorship, Abdullah ibn Sa'ad completely overhauled Egypt's system and drastically increased taxes on its people, doubling or even tripling the amount previously sent to Medina under Amr's tenure. This led to widespread discontent among Egypt's populace, who began hating the Muslim Caliphate and contemplating rebellion. In Alexandria, Egypt's largest city, the people wrote a secret letter to the Roman emperor, stating that the time had come to attack the Muslim Caliphate. They urged the emperor's forces to strike Egypt, assuring them that the populace would revolt against the Muslims, joining the Romans to defeat their army and reclaim the city. Without hesitation, the Roman emperor dispatched 300 warships filled with swordsmen, archers, and his army to wage war against the Muslims. When the Roman forces reached Alexandria, Egypt's largest city, the local population, as promised, revolted against the Muslims and joined the Romans to attack their army. With ease, they captured Alexandria, a critical city, from the Muslims. Only a few Muslims managed to escape with their lives, fleeing to Egypt's capital and informing Governor Abdullah ibn Sa'ad that a massive rebellion had erupted against the Muslims. However, Abdullah was a new governor with no experience leading large-scale wars. The Muslims feared that their governor, Abdullah ibn Sa'ad, could not defeat the Roman Empire's massive army, and Egypt would slip from their control forever. In response, Egypt's Muslims sent a letter to Caliph Uthman, urging him to remove Abdullah ibn Sa'ad and reinstate Amr ibn al-As as governor, as Amr was a seasoned leader and general who had previously conquered Egypt. His name alone struck fear into the hearts of the Roman forces. Seeing this, Hazrat Uthman recalled Amr ibn al-As, reinstated him as governor, and sent him with a 15,000-strong army to confront the Romans. Muslims who had previously faced the Roman army were disheartened, but seeing Amr ibn al-As enter Egypt, they prepared to fight again. As Amr reached the Muslim capital, He made it clear to the Muslims that he would not wage war. He knew the people of Egypt had rebelled due to Abdullah ibn Saad's harsh taxes, and they had no grievances against the Muslims themselves. The people had forgotten the true nature of the oppressive Roman Empire. Umar explained to the Muslims that once Egypt's populace saw the Roman Empire's tyranny, they would turn against them and join the Muslims without a fight. As Umar had predicted, this is exactly what happened. After the Roman forces attacked Egypt, they began killing thousands of innocent people, looting their shops and homes, and sparing neither women nor children. As the Roman army drew closer to the Muslim capital, committing such atrocities, the situation completely changed. Egypt's entire population turned against the Romans and joined the Muslims. Seeing this, Amr ibn al-As issued a final order to attack the Romans. After a highly dangerous war, the Muslims emerged victorious, forcing the Roman army to abandon Egypt and flee. This victory under Hazrat Uthman's Caliphate was so significant that no one could wrest Egypt from Muslim control for the next 1,000 years, and it remains under Muslim control to this day. After winning the war, Hazrat Umar ibn al-As returned all the looted wealth to Egypt's people and believed that Uthman would appoint him as Egypt's permanent governor. However, Uthman made an unexpected offer. Umar would serve as Egypt's military chief, while Abdullah ibn Saad would remain governor.